All right, what's up? December 10th, Wednesday. Pick Central brought to you by DraftKings. Every yard, every sack, every interception, and every touchdown. With Pick Six, DraftKings' newest game, every snap can turn into a big-time payout. This isn't just watching the game. This is playing to win. Here's how it works. Pick more or less on two or more players' stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. It's that simple. Pick Six gives you more upside than any of those other pick'em sites, and it's available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, Missouri, and more. Go bold, go big, and start stacking wins with Pick Six from DraftKings, where every pick can pay off huge. And here's the kickoff bonus. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick Six credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. You know the game. Now make it pay. Download the DraftKings Pick Six app now and use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL. Just play $5, get $50 in Pick Six credits. Make the call, ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick Six. The crown is yours. All right, middle of the week, we got a game, obviously, tomorrow. Who's playing tomorrow?
I forget.
Not a good game.
Bucks
Falcons, yeah.
Bucks Falcons.
Oof.
Oh, that's gross.
I guess it's interesting in the sense that, like, the Bucks can't slip anymore.
Bucks need
Like,
to
I like a
the-
team.
The
on-
Falcons
The
are
thick of a
annoying.
division race.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Falcons play spoiler.
Yeah,
I think it's only like a 4.5 point spread. I mean,
Yeah.
the Bucks have looked bad.
Falcons are gross to watch.
Yeah.
The Panthers might fuck around and win that division.
They think
Oh,
they,
yeah.
I think they will.
Is it tied right now?
division bets.
Both 7 and 6.
Both 7-6.
We had Buffalo in those.
So we ended up taking different things, and mine isn't like totally dead, but it's also not looking great.
You have Buffalo though. No.
Yeah, I don't think that's totally dead.
I think it's a lot. Yeah, it's alive a little bit.
We find out on Sunday if it's totally dead
Right.
or if it's very alive. But I had Houston in there, but that's also not dead, I guess. But then there's another team I need to hop.
Baltimore, I think.
Baltimore, yeah, that's
fucked. That's a massive problem.
Yes.
I don't think. Is it just to
Took
make
like
the
a
playoffs?
five to
division
win the
winners.
division.
Baltimore can win the division.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're not in great shot.
it's a parlay. Right. So there's a lot of problems.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems.
We just read off multiple teams that were like,
Oh, I didn't
that's
hear
not
the
good.
teams.
That's not good. That's not
Okay,
good.
all right.
The Bills were one of the teams.
I was trying. Oh, then you're fucked. Yeah. I was trying to be positive. I was trying to help my friend.
I also don't think I don't want to see the Ravens in the playoffs. Just don't want to.
It's just if Lamar's going to be like, if he's going to be this, he's clearly just not 100%.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, we've never seen him play like this. Like, he comes back from the injury, he's just not the same.
No, and they're not.
It's a lingering hamstring. Like we
They're
all
also
don't know that.
They're also not good enough to overcome.
The defense isn't good enough to overcome
No.
the offense not being
Zay
like,
Flowers.
stellar.
Maybe they get the hint that he's just not a number one going into next year. Maybe he's not.
No, I mean, their
That's
offensive,
fair.
offensive line's taking a step back. They've had some injuries. It's just not there. I mean, he can't run the same, so I think he kind of takes away from the run game, obviously.
And he
He's
can't.
not
and
the same
if he
threat.
can't run the same, then he's not a good enough passer to overcome that. Like he needs to have it
I
both.
think because it's sort of like last year, like he really he threw the ball so well. Really, last couple years.
But
he's
that
thrown the ball
works.
so well.
that works well when he's running.
But even from the pocket, I'm saying there, he just it's just not the same.
I think the
mean,
defenses are just adjusting, and they know that he's not going to run, so
Yeah.
they're able to actually defend against.
They
the
get no
pass.
pass rush on defense.
No, zero.
Like Rodgers, if you watch the game, just untouched.
No, their defense isn't. It's pass rush is a big problem.
I mean, obviously, huge game from this week in Cincinnati. They're only 2.5. They're 2.5 point favorites on the road, but like you would think the Bengals are just such a mess. But maybe the Bengals.
But at the same
Burrow back,
time,
get
they're
it
such a
together
mess.
little
But I
bit.
mean, they just beat the shit of them. Then really, I mean, they
got Burrow back.
They had the Bills dead to rights and just threw it away.
No, I wouldn't call them a
two
mess at
plays.
all. It's just it's
I meant from a season perspective.
it's too little, too late for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where the Bills game was it, they had to win out.
Similar to the Falcons, ultimate spoiler spot for the Bengals.
And no, that you're gonna get even
Oh, yeah.
even without Higgins, you're gonna get a team that's gonna
Oh.
play fast and loose.
100%.
Nothing to lose.
100%.
They're gonna throw it all over still.
Oh yeah.
Someone in the chat said Meek Phil eats corn on the cob the long way. Can someone
Yep.
explain to me what eating corn on the
You
cob
should
the
try
long way
doing it
means?
tonight.
I don't know what that means.
Looks
I
like
assume
a
up, like
schlong.
right side up. Yeah.
right side up. I thought like
Right.
No,
So
you
do it the
don't-
long way. So that's the one way. Yep.
this is the right way to eat corn on the cob.
Right.
Yeah.
Now do it the long way.
Long
The
way.
long-
Yes,
no,
like that.
That's like
I think that's what he means.
It's like a
that
schlong.
feels like impossible to eat corn.
Try
that
it.
way.
I think you should try it tonight.
I think
will
I
not
think
try
that's
it.
why he would make fun.
I
of
don't
me
think
for
it's
doing
I'm guessing. I would guess with the chat too. It wouldn't be the first time you tried that.
That would be the first time.
Anyway,
I
he means
don't
like
do
eating
it.
side to side the long way rather than like eating it like you keep turning it and eating it.
I think you're an idiot if you don't just cut it
You
off
don't understand what this means either.
at this point.
No.
Okay, so you could eat it the
Well,
long way, or you could eat it this way.
Looks like a schlong.
It's like a dick.
Right.
Basically he's saying that Phil enjoys eating dick.
I think he's asexual.
That's an interesting way from the chat, I guess.
Yeah, they got you on that one, huh?
Hell of a Wednesday.
Makes the horniest passing we got.
I know. How do you?
Wednesdays get wild. All right, so it's the middle of the week. We got a game tomorrow. We obviously got the weekends. We got things going on down the road as we start breaking down the NFL. But in terms, you look at like storylines or kind of painting a picture, tell like what's been going on. We suggested the 5 most disappointing NFL teams this year and the 5 most surprising NFL teams this year in terms of like success.
Positive
Stories. Yeah, I think we start with the disappointing. I think everybody would probably have the same gold medal team on there.
I think there's
1, 2, 3.
Ravens.
Chiefs.
I think those two are I think Ravens might even be.
I think it's Ravens.
Ravens had injuries though. Lamar was hurt. No,
The Ravens also like still in it.
The Chiefs had
The
injuries.
Ravens still have a shot.
not-
Chiefs are dead.
their
I mean,
quarterback.
but like in terms of like doing anything in the playoffs, it's
How many weeks did
Yeah,
Baltimore
yeah,
miss
too.
Lamar?
4.
it's not.
Chiefs didn't miss Mahomes for 4.
No, they're back. That whole thing where Lamar came back and then the odds showed, the Ravens have the division locked up. That's all gone.
Yeah, but you think
He
that's
had their team.
But they still can win it though.
you
Right.
think that
I agree. I think they're both. I would put them like a 1A, 1B.
I think
They're my number 2, but number
Chiefs
1
are-
is the Chiefs.
they both
Watch
are.
the Ravens.
1,000% number
Chiefs
1.
also have been to Super Bowls.
If they went
the Ravens definitely have more valid excuses.
To watch the Ravens on Thanksgiving, that was as bad as it gets. That's as disappointing as a dead dog team.
But again, they have like Lamar's missed a lot of time. Hamilton's missed time. Like
Yeah, but their Super Bowl chances are shot.
But the Chiefs have no. That's fair. The Chiefs have no excuses. They just suck.
Chiefs also, like I said,
Like the Ravens have real
further
tangible things.
fall.
You go,
Let me
our MVP got hurt.
Let
and
me
then
add
it's
this.
still hurt.
Let me add this to the equation. We talk about how this is such a weird year in the AFC and how so many teams have chances that Josh Allen may never have a situation like this. Lamar, this is your chance, dude. The Chiefs are not going to be in the playoffs to take you out. Like
but he's still.
But again, it's because he got hurt.
The door has not shut on the Baltimore Ravens yet.
Yeah.
It has shut on the Chiefs.
and also
All but mathematically, so to speak.
No, it's fair.
right? It's
the
over.
The Ravens have a shot still.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do anything.
Like,
but
the-
they definitely could win the division. The Steelers just aren't good.
The restaurant closed, and they said, "Sorry, Patrick, can't sit you down, bud. No
Yeah.
more tables." Lamar is still on standby to get on the plane. Those are 2 different references, but I don't really.
it's also still like if they had the same exact season, the Chiefs are more disappointing because they've had more success.
in their franchise recently.
Oh yeah, like I expect going into the season, I expected more of the Chiefs than the Ravens this year. Not
Yeah,
by
you
much,
expected a bounce
by a
back.
little bit.
I mean, you also got to take into effect this might be, again, I don't want to get way ahead of myself. And they still have Mahomes, but this might be the beginning of the
This is
the end, so to speak. And they got to take a little while. Not they'll still be in the mix 2 or 3 years, and then they got to do.
Ravens might not have Lamar in their team next year. If they decide to truly blow this up, and I think they should, maybe not to the extent of Lamar, but Henry's off the team. Maybe Zay Flowers is. Maybe John Harbaugh is. The Ravens might be.
Are we hearing like that?
The Chiefs were the Super Bowl favorite.
What?
Lamar?
I know, but there's not going to be too much turnover with the Chiefs, I think. They're going to revamp the O-line. Kelsey might be gone, and maybe Andy Reid retires.
Why didn't the Ravens gonna blow it up though? Lamar's gonna be 29 next year. Why?
Because they're going
not signed
nowhere.
long-term?
He's hurt.
What am I
To me,
missing?
the-
Is
the
Lamar
Ravens-
not signed long
They don't do
term?
shit in the playoffs.
He's signed long term.
He's signed
But
long
to me,
term.
the Ravens can make a few tweaks and
I think they need massive overhaul.
See, I don't think so.
I don't either.
Defensively,
No,
they need a whole new offensive
because they have guys in this. Hamilton's really good. I think
Yes.
Nate Wiggins is good. If they get a couple pass rushers and fix the offensive line a little bit, get a receiver that's not a
think they-
crazy.
That becomes an elite team.
That's what I'm saying. And those are not
Multiple
crazy
receivers.
things.
No.
multiple receivers. They need multiple. They need weapons around.
They
Him.
need like a
Because
one.
they have 2 good tight ends. They just need a one dependable
Yes.
receiver, real guy, and they think they'd be fine. Fix the
Also,
offensive line.
I don't know. They haven't gone really anywhere with Harbaugh in the playoffs
Lamar
lately.
Jackson is signed for next season, potential out after that, and then
No, he's not going anywhere. You can't move on.
Yeah,
from
no.
him.
I'm
But I think you can. But I think they
what
have to
contract is.
really look over what they have here and change a shit ton. And maybe that means Harbaugh.
I think that'd be.
That'd be
Firing Harbaugh, I think,
that
would
is
be
That's
insane.
the craziest thing you said in the show.
I don't think it is.
I think that is
I
ludicrous.
think we become a coach snob a little bit because I think LaFleur's a good coach. I actually was thinking about that watching
Well,
the Packers game.
They were talking about
because you complain about LaFleur from time to time.
Okay,
And I get it's your team. I'm not.
when it's your team and you see how he coaches in big games.
No, sure. But from the other side of the tree,
also,
I'd kill for that.
I'm also fair. Like he's been, of course, different standards and like different situations, but like he's been really good the last month. They've gotten aggressive. It's how LaFleur needs to be in big games. Let's see if he continues that against Denver this week.
Sure, it was one of the, I was thinking about this week. Just obviously had the bet on the Packers, and then just you saying that with the Ravens.
Just seeing how
to me letting go of a John Harbaugh would be like insane.
Insane.
Like the amount of teams that would be dying for Jim Harbaugh
Or him too.
Well, yes.
Oh yeah, LaFleur, 100%.
Racks up-
I think that maybe that stat actually might have been what
Of course,
you popped my head. And I was
but then you just gotta watch how he coaches in the playoffs, and it's like it's just a different guy.
Oh, sure, the fourth and goal with Brady obviously is well documented.
There's a lot. There's a lot of shit.
You're an anti-coach guy. That's all right. It's who you are. You're anti-coach.
I expect better. I expect a lot.
I think the Giants have
Frustrates
fallen.
me when I see guys who like, I wish you were just better in this situation.
The Giants have fallen so far that now it's like I just see like every coach of a team that like has just been like consistently good, even they got over the hump. I think I've lumped it all into the like obviously the college football playoff and like opting out the bowl games and everything, and like championship culture. I think I just had this like big like brain where I was thinking about for a while and like kind of putting them all together, and I don't know how much of it is like the ring culture or whatever, so much of like if you don't win it all, like you're just a loser and there's no point. Like kind of even go back to like say like a Bills run in the 90s or whatever. It's like, oh, like you didn't get over the hump. Like what does it matter? Like there's nothing.
That's tough though.
Like no to do about it. It is tough, but I think it's where like I think about like the Tomlin thing and like putting down kind of like Harbaugh in the situation where like they've been in the playoffs so much, but they keep falling short. But I think it lumps into this whole thing of like the like if it doesn't go good for a little bit, like you can't get, it's so hard to win a championship, I guess is the point I'm trying to say.
Very hard.
My general, like my big point.
Ravens have been the one AFC title with Lamar.
They went 2 years ago.
That's the only one, right?
They hosted it and lost, which hurts
Yeah,
even
they
more.
did. They did host and lose. I had a big bet on them in that game.
I just
Can
feel
I-
like they should have better results.
Can I toss a curveball in for?
Yeah, but I can't
most
believe you
disappointing
guys don't
AFC
think
team?
the Chiefs are like across the board.
Well, let's finalize which one we're gonna have on the list. So,
Is this-
Okay.
oh, is
number
this-
one is the Chiefs. Can we at least
we're
agree on
just-
that?
It has to be universal.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to put a list out from the show.
Yeah, I won't push back too hard. And then I'm really down on the Ravens.
I am
Agreed.
too. I am
Yeah,
too.
that's
It's-
Because actually, I think the Ravens actually might have been the betting favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Can I-
like game one.
You're actually, you might be right.
Can I make
That's
a
why I
case
think
for
it's a
team?
fair. It's like a 1A, 1B. I just think they have more like
Imagine how
tangible excuses.
and this is being really specific, but how the first half of that Bills game, the opening week, and then
Super Bowl.
imagine, and obviously yes, injuries played a part, but like how far it fucking fell.
They're up 15 with like 4 minutes left and lost.
It looked fucking unbelievable. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, the Ravens are going to be unstoppable.
Yeah,
Below 500?
So number one Chiefs, number two Ravens. We're good with that.
I'd say Chiefs.
What do you say,
got,
Meek?
Phil?
We should put the Colts in discussion for most disappointing team. In all honesty,
Shut up.
that's not.
about?
Can
I wish Marty was
let
here.
me make my
God, he was
case.
good.
Let me make my
I
case.
want to say I might call
The
him.
Colts went into the season not high expectations whatsoever. They thought, you know what?
Well,
maybe
and there goes your argument, right?
Yeah. All right. Yep.
Immediately just
no
lost
no
your
one
argument.
went into the season saying, you know what, Indianapolis Colts are a Super Bowl contender.
Correct. So there goes
Right.
your argument.
But they had a first round draft pick that could have been pretty good. Maybe they would have drafted a quarterback in next year's class. Well, they started out 7-1, put all their hope into Daniel Jones.
No.
Trade
doing?
2 first round picks for Sauce Gardner. Both those players are injured. They have no draft picks
Nope.
in the first round next 2 seasons. No future,
Nah, I
and they're
think
going to
it's-
miss the playoffs.
it's
All right, what do you guys got for
So
number 3? Because
absolutely
This is just
disappointing.
good.
you
This
can't
is-
entertain that.
I don't think it's a hot take to say the Colts are the most disappointing team
It's
in
hard
the
when you
NFL this
start
season.
I think
That is an insane thing
I
to
don't
say.
think it's that insane to say.
So tweet it.
All right,
think-
all
tweet it
right,
out.
tweet that right now. Tweet
I-
out. The Indianapolis Colts are the most disappointing team in the NFL this year.
Yeah, I will tweet it out.
And then
Because they have no first round picks the next 2 years. They can't draft a quarterback. Their future is fucked.
that's
The
that's
New
a
York
different
Jets have better future
argument.
than
That's
the
a
Indianapolis
different
Colts.
argument.
That's not what we're saying.
Right.
They're the most disappointing team because you got their hopes up.
Hey,
and they got
no.
pulled
Here's
in
the
a
way you
rug.
tweet it. Based on expectations going into this year, I think the Colts are the most disappointing team.
I will tweet that word for word
That's-
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's different than
that.
what you just said after that.
Yeah.
Who's fucked moving forward? You can say the Colts.
That's a whole different argument. I would put the Colts as one of the surprising teams, and the opposite of that.
Correct.
Yeah. Really, really surprising.
They
gonna
are.
get-
I didn't think they'd be 8 and 5.
The problem is
Yeah,
they're gonna end up like what you would have thought they
They're
were
going to
gonna
end
end
up
up the
8
whole
and 9.
time.
They're like, oh,
They're
wow,
gonna end up being
no
like
one wanted to do
exactly
this.
what you thought.
I know.
That's hard to when you start in the middle of the fucking pack. Like you can't say you're disappointing.
Meek, you should just put in really small font.
Now,
like,
if
in
there
the
was
last month.
if there was a category of biggest roller coasters, I think the Colts are on the roller coaster.
no, that
Once
for
again,
sure.
Completely
Di-
fair.
different argument.
Probably
It
number
went
one.
from like to like Super Bowl to like you
Exactly.
idiot. What the
Yeah,
fuck are you talking
exactly.
Super Bowl?
All right, now 3.
We're talking MVP with Daniel Jones, like,
Three
dead
wins.
seriously.
moron.
for a
We can
month.
go a few
Right.
ways.
3, you can go a lot of different ways.
I might go Bengals.
So does anyone want to
We
throw?
haven't even touched the NFC yet, and there's disappointing teams we're missing.
All right, Mr. Colts. Let's.
Anyone want to throw anybody out there?
Okay.
I throw the Bengals in the mix.
Honestly, we can go to the NFC. How about the Vikings?
Yep.
They were
Absolutely.
15 and 2
there.
last year.
I'm fine
Right
with
there,
that.
They were
buddy.
15 and 2 with
5 and
essentially
8.
with
And
really
everybody was high on J.J. McCarthy.
No,
J.J.
they weren't.
McCarthy.
He was high. He's an idiot.
Some
I
people
think
were.
there were a
Some-
lot of people
some
like.
were.
But
Somewhere,
here's what they
somewhere.
were, Clemmy. They were like, all you got to do is be decent because the whole roster is that good.
Correct.
It's like, this shouldn't. Okay, what? They won
I know.
15 games last
Yes,
year?
15
So,
Yeah,
14 and 3,
okay,
14,
one of the
15.
two. Yeah, I
if
think
he's
the
even
Lions
just
would
a
be the other
step back,
14.
2 steps back, we're at 10 wins here. We're a wild card team.
Right.
Not even close.
I know.
Well, you can
No,
go.
I'm fine with the Vikings.
I mean, let's look at
That's
like
a very valid one.
lay out old. Let's get the cards on the table, and then sort it all out and make the case. Minnesota, we've all made that case.
Bengals.
What-
4-9.
Okay, you throw them out. Okay.
I just think I didn't think they'd be 4-9. Now, obviously, Burrow got hurt, so there's reasons for that too. But if I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan, and you told me a 4-9 before Christmas, I'd be devastated.
So the only thing the only thing is that everyone knew how bad their defense
Right,
was.
and they didn't improve it.
So a lot of exactly. They did nothing to improve
I didn't
it.
expect much different.
And a lot of people, and myself included, like hated the draft pick. They had all that drama where he's barely played. I don't know. He just stinks. He had no sacks, and he barely had like 3 sacks in college.
Right.
Embarrassing pick, but
I
regardless,
thought they could sneak in maybe as a wild card, but that was it. Like I didn't
Exactly.
give them a shot to
Yeah,
win the
they needed some
division
help.
with that defense.
and how good the Ravens were coming in. People were just chalking up like Ravens division winner.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I saw Burrow play all year, especially how he's looked these 2 weeks. But no, I didn't have them in my 5 because of that.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
they were
So,
kind of like
yeah,
expected
so let's
to be like maybe they get in the playoffs because their offense is so good.
Can I
agree.
throw out one?
Lay out all the cards. Yeah, go ahead.
The Raiders.
Yes.
So you come in here with this is before Wilkins and all that, right? You have Wilkins in the fold. You've got Chip Kelly coming here as the OC. Tom Brady handpicks him basically.
Pete Carroll, like
Pete Carroll, obviously, as a
We
head
didn't
coach.
think Geno stunk either.
No, Gino wasn't at this.
I was
level.
high on Geno.
Gino wasn't
I like
at
Geno.
like
Yeah,
he's competent, or he
So,
was.
He's been awful.
Genty,
Horrible.
you draft Genty.
Yep.
You've got Bowers in the fold. You've got Mayer, the other tight end. I don't know if they had.
They had Myers at the time.
Well, what are we doing here? You're saying that Raiders that went to the season, everyone thought they were the 4th best team in that division, it's the most disappointing team, one of the most disappointing teams.
I thought they were going to win 7-8 games.
I don't feel the need
No
to have a
one thought
conversation with
that.
you anymore because you said the Colts are the most disappointing team
The
in football.
Raiders are
I didn't need to be 2-11, Meek.
So
you didn't think, oh wow, the Raiders might draft a quarterback in next year's class.
I thought they could be
That's
a
a whole
wild,
different thing. I didn't think they'd be
wild-
2-11.
I didn't think they'd be terrible.
I didn't think they'd
I
be
didn't think
three.
they'd be
They're
terrible.
the worst team in football, you could argue.
I didn't think they'd be.
That's
I didn't expect
Dude, I
that.
did not think they'd be 2-11.
What
No.
are- I've
See,
told
I think we are doing because as someone who like tried to call my shot in the Raiders and whiffed so badly.
Yeah.
I get where Meek's coming from. They were plus like 400 to make the playoffs.
What
So
am I
that's where I'm
doing?
like,
Still not- but that's not 2-11.
I get.
That's right.
No, but fair. But it's
All right, but-
levels of expect. Like their win total was like 5.5.
The shiny new
Well,
toys they had coming in.
I thought they were better.
Like I was, trust me, I was
Disappointing to me.
I was selling them.
Gino was that bad.
Yeah,
Gino's
but
been that
horrible.
Let's
disappointing.
say that, but
Gino's
Their
truly
offensive line is also atrocious.
Ev,
we
there's
knew
level.
that going in.
No, there's levels to it. Okay, like with the Chiefs, they were super. That's Super Bowl. The Chiefs were Super Bowl caliber.
Yes.
elite, and fell like kind of
different levels
all
of
the
it.
way to the bottom.
Yeah.
With the Raiders, you could expect, hey, we're going to be frisky and be in the mix.
In the
And
mix.
but
No,
if you
sure,
still
sure,
fall to just true poverty, that is depressing. That's where I'm making the case.
They might have
You're
the
right.
number one
Yes.
pick. They might have the
They-
number 1 pick in the draft.
They 100% have been disappointing,
Yes.
but they weren't expected to even be like they were expected to go 6-11.
Okay, yeah.
best.
Yeah,
So,
all
like,
right.
have they been disappointing? No doubt, like 100%. Especially, like I said, for someone like me who thought they had a shot to be decent, they've whiffed on like every single element of it. But at the same time, I understand where Meek's coming from, where it's like they were supposed to be bad. They're just really bad instead of just like bad.
Yeah, we're
That's
making
like
the
you said,
case
oh,
for
the
all
Jets
of
are
them.
disappointing.
I agree.
Even though
I was
thought
higher on the Raiders than
No.
the Jets.
No, it's not the same thing.
All right.
No one expected Jets to do anything.
I got
Oh, wow, they're
one.
doing nothing.
Let's go through all of them. I got a few more we still haven't hit.
I have one too, but go ahead.
Oh, there's an easy one.
Washington.
Yeah, bang.
that's
Yeah,
easy.
100%. Easy one.
I mean, you're talking about future and now injuries.
NFC
obviously.
Championship game.
Yeah, bro.
Another
like, he's
team, though,
right
that
there.
if you look at their defense, they didn't do a whole lot to kind of revamp it.
And they do have the oldest roster in the NFL.
But Jaden, obviously,
I thought they'd be better than this.
Terry was out a lot too. Terry, he was waiting for the
I also
contract
think
all
there's
offseason.
something to be said in the NFL when you take the massive leap that quick that it's hard to sustain that.
Yeah.
Now you're
Overachieved
playing
too early.
a little too early, and now it's like, oh, now you're in the elites, and hey, guess what? Tax bracket's a little higher.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, you like living in a nice neighborhood? It's more expensive for this, and you got to go to a nice grocery store, and after a while, you're like, I don't want to live here. Like, or it catches up. Like, I'm a little bit of a fraud here. You know
It's
what I
hard
mean?
to believe that they went into Detroit.
You're playing the harder schedule. You're getting more primetime games. Like, guys want to get paid.
Also,
like,
maybe everything just went right last year.
exactly,
Well,
and everything
they
went right.
won-
I don't
they
know how
won
many
every
one-score
close-
games. Yeah,
They
exactly.
won
Mary
every
against
close
the
game.
Bears.
Yeah.
Even in the playoffs, like they won, like they respected that. They won a 50-50 game with the Bucs, like good win. Then they smash the Lions, who you forget the Lions, their entire defense was out. So that win kind of, even they smashed them, it looks better than kind of it probably was on paper, considering they were like the 15-2 Lions. Whole team was out. And then, yeah, I mean, they made the AFC Championship game. They probably didn't, but like they went on a Hail Mary. He was super clutch. Like he's a great, very good player. Like a player I'd still want to like buy stock in.
What about Tampa Bay? In the sense that division, it was coming in, it's like, who is my competition? Saints, no. Panthers, not really. Falcons.
So that's the team
not
I would
really.
have. I think they're more disappointing than the Bucks.
Who?
The Falcons.
No,
agree,
because
Clemmer.
the Bucks
Yeah,
were favored
I
to
think
win the
fair.
division.
The
But
Falcons
they
don't have their
have
first
still have a
round pick.
chance to win it.
And they're also like 7-6. I didn't like how many wins.
See, picks shit is. I'm not really.
Okay, forget the picks, Bosco. Their quarterback they drafted, Michael Penix, he tore his ACL. They don't know what he's going to be for the future. So not only do you not have a first-round pick, you don't know where your quarterback is going forward, and you have 4 wins this season. So yeah, they're the most disappointing team in that division. I don't think that's even a debate.
But you're
I think
talking
he's
about
right.
the Bucks being a heavy favorite, and they might
they're
lose
st-
that.
No, if they lose,
All right,
they're
yeah, I
definitely
guess I'm not
disappointing.
diminishing your Falcons, but it's also I think
They've also been without Evans
I'm not
all
looking
year.
to take Atlanta off the list and only keep Tampa Bay. I get your point. I'll add Atlanta to the
I think
list.
Atlanta's
but
way
you
ahead
got to
of
keep
Tampa.
Tampa Bay on that list as well.
I don't think so.
They've been without Mike Evans for a long
Yeah,
time.
at least Atlanta you have in.
They also started. It goes back to the
line
guy I
injuries.
trust. You
Yeah.
start
But also,
7-2.
O-line
Hubs
issues.
like you had.
How many wins do you think the
whatever
Bucs are
they
gonna
were?
get
They
this
weren't
year?
7-2. They weren't 7-2.
They had massive O-line issues also, though. Still do.
They started.
of
What did they
injuries.
start? What did Tampa Bay start?
3-0, 4-0, 4-1.
It was a hot start.
Did they get to 5-1?
Remember, they'd win every game close. They beat Seattle in
tight win.
Seattle close,
And that's what
They
the
beat
guy
Houston
kept
in
saying.
Houston close.
But going into the season, where do you think the Bucks are going to be?
The winners of that division.
How many wins? The division sucks.
So there you go. So that's 6 or 5,
They
and
were
now
6-2.
But once again though, how many wins do you think? I think like maybe at best an 11-win team at best.
that's a
probably
lot.
like a 9 or 10.
That's a lot of wins.
But they're gonna finish with like about 9. I think they have 7 wins right now.
They do have 7.
They're not gonna be that much worse.
The mid-season disappointing part is Baker was a true
kept saying
MVP candidate to
Tampa Bay.
start, and then that
you
kind of
respect him?
faded.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah,
That's the guy, by the way.
I can't read
All
that.
right.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people. I mean, no,
You'll know who he is.
What I was saying,
Tampa's a team. They just like they kind of like you knew they'd be good, like probably make the playoffs, but not like a real Super Bowl team. Like I feel like that's kind of where.
if you
everyone
want to do
kinda
like
put
a
them-
mid-season disappointing, Baker was a true MVP candidate.
Yes, for
Yeah.
And now that has completely.
Well, that's different.
faded.
Now we put the Colts in there, but we're not doing that.
Of course,
All right.
of course. That's where I'll get you there. That's what. But with the Falcons, they're all in here, with Penix and Bijan.
That's accurate.
And
All
Drake
right, so
London
that's
and Pitts, and
it's good.
The
Put up.
defense is good. Like there's no real like.
That's why like days like this are good. Put all the cards on the table and we decide on the last two.
I think. By the way, I think Washington's the clear number 3 here.
No, I disagree. I think Falcons are clearly number 3.
Oh, I think the
All
Washington.
right, we'll get to it. Maybe I'm wrong. Should Miami have been on that list?
No, because I think they,
A lot of talent.
We
No,
know that right
yeah.
now they
Well,
kind of
how they
are
be.
what we
I
said.
said
Yeah, that's
going in,
accurate.
I
All
said
right, that's
Cincinnati.
accurate.
You said 6 and 7. I believe.
That's
that.
accurate.
They got it a weird way.
Then they fired their GM.
And then one more, unless anybody else has them that I'm missing. What about Detroit?
I was gonna say you gotta wait 4 weeks for that take.
If they get in the playoffs, it's still you can't really like.
But,
They've
but
been
to be
disappointing.
road warriors going through the playoffs is pretty
Trust
depressing.
me, I don't have a lot of faith in them being road warriors in the playoffs. Just give it.
No, I'm saying the fact that they had to be road warriors.
Yeah,
They
but
should be like.
But if people came
if
in,
they were going to. If I'll tell you what, if the Lions were going to lose the division, I thought it would be more in the sense that they went 12-5,
Right.
and the Packers went 13-4.
but it still might be pretty close to that.
I don't know. I mean, the
What's their
8-5.
record right now?
They lose to the Rams. They're fucking.
No, but I'm saying they could just go like what you described. Like they could just go 12, like 11.
They win out. They'll have
6.
12 wins.
They could go 11-6, and the Packers go like 12.
I guess you're right. My point was that they
12-1,
both went
which is
out.
pretty similar to what you described.
Yeah, they both went out
I
worldly.
will say,
Yeah, I
if
guess
they
what you're
do beat the Rams, they probably win out.
That last game against the Bears isn't easy. I think they win it.
Jared Goff
Okay,
in the
not
cold.
probably. There's a
Because
good.
even if
they
because
can
even if
win
they go
out.
two,
They
even if they
also
go
blew out
10
the
and
Bears.
7,
Chicago
They
too.
blew out the Bears.
even if they go 10 and 7, like that would definitely be
in Detroit.
disappointing from what you thought like day one of the season. But if they go 10 and 7, they're a wild card. Like in terms of level of disappointment,
It's disappointing, but it's not.
No,
it's
you're
not
go-
like crazy. Like
Catastrophic.
especially if the Packers are like a Super Bowl contender
It's
that
deeply
win like
disappointing.
12, 13 games.
3 of the last 4 games to the Lions, by the way, on the road.
But if you're the Lions, you're going backwards in that sense because you were in the NFC Championship, then you lost in the divisional.
Yeah.
And let's say
Yeah.
this year ends in a wild card exit or not making it entirely. You start looking, it's like, wow, that may have been our only shot. That 2020.
Much like
whatever
Phil
it was.
eating-
Goff's older. Like yeah.
Much like Phil eating corn, he's going the wrong way.
And Dan Campbell said in that moment, this might have been our only shot.
So what's your vote for third?
I say Washington.
I'd say
too.
Falcons.
Washington.
I think I nailed
Washington.
that.
Go
That's
Washington.
accurate. And then who's 4?
I'm fine with Falcons.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, what about Minnesota?
Oh yeah, Minnesota. No,
Ooh.
Minnesota
No.
4.
Minnesota
I'd put
4.
Falcons
Minnesota
over.
4.
You guys are putting
I'm
Falcons.
fine with Minnesota 4. And
Because they just had you were thinking like they could if
Well, they
if
won
JJ
15 games last year.
if you
They-
hit
Ron's
on
The
JJ.
quarterback change, like the
I thought he was
You said he was a top 10 quarterback.
The Falcons were supposed to win.
He's not a top 10 quarterback. That's disappointing.
It's disappointing, but the Falcons don't have a quarterback anymore. Michael Penix tore his ACL.
You said that-
But it's about this. But this
Mike
is a
didn't have a quarterback
disappointment
either.
list.
What quarterback do you feel more confident about going forward, Michael Penix or JJ McCarthy?
Neither.
You're in a really bad spot. No
You're in
matter
that
what.
spot either way. I think you're a much worse spot with Michael Penix.
I don't know about
I
much.
don't know.
worse.
I wouldn't say much worse.
He has his third torn ACL.
You
and
thought
he's
JJ
older.
McCarthy was a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, he's not. He's 9.
What?
It's
Horrible.
Tough, guys.
Horrible. Woof.
Jesus Christ.
Minnesota
Lucky.
4.
I
Everybody's
mean,
lucky
he's
I'm in
been
there.
so bad. He's become a meme.
Everybody's
Yeah.
lucky I'm in the Christmas
Minnesota
spirit.
4. Minnesota 4.
Yeah, no, the expectations they had, like
And-
no one.
yeah.
Atlanta was plus money to make the playoffs.
All right, so 5. The last spot is either Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Detroit, or Vegas.
I say Atlanta.
I would say Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I still think Tampa Bay. I'll give you guys the majority.
They're not far off from what
go
you
Atlanta.
expected.
Honestly, I would have said the Raiders ahead of.
6 and 2 have too. I think you take.
But it's about game one. We're talking about
Raiders
like
got a
we're
Bucks.
coming into the season. I thought is the debate.
Yes, it is.
Like sure, they started 6
Okay.
and 2,
Going
but
into
it was starting into the season. You thought they'd win a bad division. They still could do that.
I didn't
so
think,
they
I
still
didn't think
could
they were
win-
ever going to win more than 12
They
games.
still could go,
You know,
like-
I thought they backdoor. Like
I
tough
think
backdoor.
some
9
of
and
the
8, 10
season
and
starts.
7.
I think some of the season starts as well. Like I think the season plays into a little bit of my
That's the case. Then
grading.
now that's a whole different argument. Then you
Then
have
it's
the
the-
Colts in
then
there.
the Colts
You
would be
have,
the
like-
most.
All right. So then preseason.
They were
All right,
like
you're
they were
right.
like fourth.
Well,
fifth
all
in
right,
the
but then
Super
I'll
Bowl at
still
one point.
okay. Then I'll still defend Tampa Bay. I did think they'd win that division fairly easily. I thought they could get up to 11 and 12 wins, and be like looking at we sneak into the 2 seed. We got home field through. So yes, I stand behind.
I
my
wasn't
Tampa.
as high on Tampa.
No,
I
if
stand behind. How are you not in looking across that?
Because I
division?
thought Atlanta would be better. I didn't think it'd be that easy to win the division. I thought Atlanta would be
I
better.
did. I think Carolina was a doormat. Credit to them, they got
I
off
thought
the
so,
mat.
too.
I know the Saints were a doormat.
I thought so, too.
And I didn't respect the Falcons. So yes, I thought Tampa Bay
I also
was.
thought the NFC, like,
Like who was their schedule as well too? Did Tampa have a massively hard schedule?
We can
I
revisit
have-
this though in a month. If they lose the
I have
division to the
the schedule right
Panthers
here.
and miss the playoffs, then they are on.
I agree.
100%.
Yes.
They played the AFC. They played the
They
AFC
beat some good ass
East.
teams early.
Yeah,
They
played
beat
the
fucking
AFC East.
Houston and
Philly
the Rams. Oh no, not the
Yeah.
Rams. They lost to Detroit.
Atlanta
Philly and
wins.
Philly.
Atlanta wins by majority. I still vote for Tampa Bay, but I'm not like being an asshole
If
about
they
it. But
miss
yeah,
the playoffs, though, the next 4 weeks,
it's a little different conversation.
But
Yeah,
Mike
sure.
Evans is back, right?
Right.
Pretty sure Mike Evans is
Soon,
back this
soon.
week or the next week, whatever. That they should be okay.
If the Lions miss the playoffs, they're 5.
They would no. I would
They'd
agree.
have
With,
to be
I would
fine.
agree with that. If they
Yeah.
They still have 2 games against Carolina.
no. If the Lions miss the playoffs,
Bucks.
I say 3.
Okay, they're on the list. Like,
Yeah.
we have to put them.
I
That's one.
actually
Oh, yeah.
I actually think if the Ravens make the playoffs, the Lions go to 2.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
Chiefs and I
then we
will
have
state my
something
case
to
that
I
way.
agree.
But
Like-
this is as of right now, though. That's
Agreed.
all we can do.
Yeah,
Now,
agreed.
what if the Chiefs, Ravens, and Lions make the playoffs? Where do we put the other?
I don't know.
Then we can have that conversation then. But
Chiefs
they,
ain't making the playoffs.
So those-
Chiefs
so-
are
That's
cemented
the bottom.
so
one.
what are the 5 most disappointing teams, Rico?
Kansas City, Baltimore, Washington, Minnesota, Atlanta, as voted by the panel.
That's a good list.
Before I tell you about the 5 most surprising NFL teams, which I think will be a little bit easier, let me tell you about our friends at Lids. It's holiday season, and if you're a real fan, you already know where to go. Lids. The new 47 brand NFL collection just dropped, and it's all heat, soft tees, clean logos, and those vintage-inspired caps that make you look like you've been repping since day one. That's always my favorite. When they roll out this stuff, you're like, oh, I had that as a kid. I
love that.
When that stuff kind of comes back, it's awesome. Get all caps, all tees, all holiday, only at Lids. Whether you're buying for your crew or just stacking your own lineup, Lids has every team covered literally. Say it loud, gift it louder. Holidays start at Lids. So hit your local store, grab the latest 47 brand NFL collection, and show your team pride the right way. Gift without a filter this holiday season, only at Lids. Get all caps, all jerseys, all holiday, only at Lids. From exclusive team gear to custom gifts, there's no better place to turn up your holiday style. Lids has you covered. Shout out Lids. All right, the 5 most surprising NFL teams. Who's got the gold?
I think maybe the Bears.
I think
There's an easy one here.
Is it not?
I think
What
there's
is it then,
two.
Phil?
I think
Not
there's
New
2.
England?
New England Patriots.
Yeah, I think the Patriots.
I was afraid to say that.
No, like I know, like they had an easy schedule, but they won it
They're
all.
winning.
They've also
every
beat
game.
also
Won every game.
Also every game that was tough, they were calling 50-50. They just won them all.
Yeah.
You think them winning 11 is more surprising than the Bears winning 9?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so because
the
they were
Bears-
so bad.
Bears, like you got the new head coach in there. They've got a good roster. You expect them to. All right, you're gonna win some games finally. I'm pretty sure their over/under was pretty high, as was New England's, of course. But New England being this good, the number 1 seed,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you're talking
maybe like
yeah.
MVP
Going-
good.
Dynasty
like,
back,
going
yes.
into Buffalo.
I just didn't
and
want
winning,
to.
like,
I wanted to feel the
they went
room
to
before
Tampa
I said
and one
that.
when Tampa was on like a heater still.
Yeah.
I mean, New England's on my list for sure.
For the record, the Pats were the first team I wrote. I didn't want to.
They would be my,
Drake May
my
MVP
3, honestly.
Yeah. Drake May number 2
Really?
MVP.
Yeah, they'd be my 3.
See, to
I have
me,
the Panthers ahead of them too.
see, to be honest, I think that's a little bit of like a
Oh, that's a good one.
like a name thing where like now it feels easy because they've done it, but like before the year,
I just
like
thought they made
you were
really
singing
good-
a different tune.
No,
before
I don't
the
think
year.
I was saying they're going to. I didn't think. Look, I thought the Bills were going to win the division, but I had the Patriots in the playoffs.
1 seed?
No.
But
that's
that's
what
what I'm saying.
we're
Like,
talking
No,
they're like
they're on
like,
my list. They're on my look. They've had a very surprisingly positive year. I understand that. I'm just saying. I think the Bears. I just didn't have them in the playoff picture at all. Really.
See, to me, like I don't even think they're the ones. Like I think Seattle's more surprising, and they're not going to get the respect because they're just unfortunately in the same division.
They're
as
on my
the
list
Rams.
too.
I'm pretty sure Seattle's literally like the second or third favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Seattle's on my
A
list.
lot of people, myself included, were like thinking Darnold.
Did you think
no shot? This
Carolina
season.
could win the division?
No,
I thought they'd be better.
What's going on with that pen, Rico? You having problems, huh?
it's dead.
Oh boy.
I thought they'd be
Oh,
better.
nice shot.
But Seattle being a team that a lot of people like thought wouldn't even make the playoffs, and they're like a Super Bowl favorite is pretty crazy.
You know, fair. You want to put Seattle over New England? That's more than fair.
I think New England. I'm
I
fine with
give
New
I
England.
give New England the
I'm
nod
fine
over
with New
Seattle.
England being 1, but I think Seattle
New
should,
England
like,
went-
firmly be 2, in my opinion.
New England went from like we're building something kind of nice here to unworldly team dynasty.
Like they have a very
New
good
England.
chance. I would bet on them
It's
to go
New
to the Super
England.
Bowl.
It's New England.
If you guys
It's New England.
if you guys want to say New England number 1, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
It's no doubt.
They were,
I
they were
think
number
so.
3 on my list. It wasn't like I didn't have them on the list. So I'm fine.
I think New England's number 1.
So who
They
goes-
won 3. They won 3-4 games.
It's also a
last year.
team we haven't mentioned yet either. Jacksonville.
Yeah, well,
To me, they're down a little bit, but they're on it for sure.
list them out.
That's the other team. Jacksonville,
Jacksonville out
Chicago,
there as
That's
well.
Seattle.
Carolina, and Seattle
Seattle
are
would
the
be my
teams I
2.
had.
What
Yes,
about
Seattle.
still? Listen, you're not putting Denver in the mix as
You
a
have to.
candidate.
I think you have to consider them.
See, to me,
By the same token,
But-
I
they
was
were
high
good. They
on
were
Denver.
good, though. They
It's a
were
playoff
already
team last year,
good.
though.
They were good, but they
are
went
good.
to they elevated to
So they had expectations.
number 1 seed though. That's a
But no, but the,
surprising. Being
but what's
good
more surprising, the Pats that won 4 games last
it was
year.
still
being the-
plus 240, 300 to win that division.
They were plus. They won 4 games, Bosco. They were in the play. The Broncos were in the playoffs last year.
I'm not saying Denver should be ahead of the Pats, but I think Denver should be considered for the
No,
list.
no, but I just think to me they're
Without
like.
a
I didn't
doubt.
consider for the list, but for me, it was they're number 6 on my list.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think
Okay.
they make my top 5.
I think they should be considered and talked about.
Definitely think they should be
They
considered.
definitely
I
done
was
better
high
than
on
Be
Denver.
considered.
I was high.
I just think they were already the like sexy AFC pick. So like they're kind of just doing what like a lot of people thought they would do.
I remember-
maybe not quite to this level, but like pretty close.
When we were
Definitely
talking
not
about
to this
them,
level. Being
I mean-
the number 1 seed,
but I mean-
nobody had Denver as the number 1 seed.
I don't think they will be,
well, just
though.
because of the Chiefs.
They're in the
But
mix,
I think
yeah.
a lot of people had them winning like double-digit games and like
Yeah.
that was that was expected.
Yeah.
when we were talking about them winning the division to start the year, like, and putting them in that parlay, like Mark from Philly was all over me on Twitter, being like, "No way their defense repeats this," and they just did.
Yeah, he talked me out of
And
Denver.
some
I
of
was
you guys,
upset.
though, were anti-Bo Nix, and Marty and I were like, hey, Bo,
I still don't think Bo Nix is the guy that's going to
Squarely
get you
on
there.
that train. I think the team is really good around him. We'll see what
phenomenal.
happens.
you still hate poor Bo Nix? Oh,
It's not hate.
think-
He's just
I think
like
he hates him.
I mean,
I don't hate him. He's
I think
just
all the
like,
numbers kind of back it up too.
I think he's just a guy.
yeah, he's just average.
You guys are.
Like he's
Sean
fine. Like
Payton's
I don't think he's bad.
Sean Payton's done a hell of a job.
I just think he's fine.
You got poopies in your pants. That's what you got.
I think you just gotta watch.
Do watch. I hate that argument. We all watch. Hubs.
I-
Hubs thinks no one else watches sports but him. It's amazing. You're the
no
only
way-
person who has cable access.
Then you
in the
don't.
whole entire
Then you're
fucking.
not watching
the whole
Bo Nix then, man.
I have seen Bo Nix.
Here's what Hubs is
we
saying.
all
It's-
watch
it's-
that game we were all watching.
but
Yeah,
it's-
that sucked. He sucked that game. But look at his entire career.
I think it, but it's the bigger
Numbers
picture of
hate
like
that.
numbers don't back it up though.
You gotta watch, man. No, we
but-
all watch. Hubs.
no, but he's asking you to look past like just being 11-2.
Yeah, that's
Like I think a lot of people will lump him into quarterback play, be like, oh, like they're 11-2, like he's doing something right. But it's like, no, they're 11-2. It's not even that he's been terrible or like even bad. It's just you start getting put in certain conversations because you're like the number 1 seed in the league that you don't belong in. Like he's not.
He's saying he's a bad quarterback.
I don't
That's
think he's.
insane.
I don't think he's bad. I think he's like. I
average.
think he's like average.
He's
and, like,
painfully average.
Like starting, like NFL starter. He's,
Yeah,
like
he's not
in that
bad.
like 16.
He's not bad.
Where would you have like rank just ballpark? Like,
Probably in the 15-16s of in the
all right, I have.
painfully average.
All right, that you just said he was bad like 4 minutes ago.
In terms of like
You got to watch the games, man.
in terms of the quarterbacks that are going to be in the playoffs, I would consider him like at the near the bottom.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a different discussion.
Well,
That's a different discussion because that's a different like world, you know.
So,
I mean,
that's how I'm judging them though, right? Like when they're going to be in the playoffs and they're going to be this 1 seed or a 2 seed or whatever,
That's
and then when they're being held back by his play, and that's going to be like, well, that's your franchise quarterback. That's how you feel good about that.
it's funny if you want to like. I was in my head. I was like go through the teams of like just what quarterback I'd rather have. Like Drake May, easy. Josh Allen, easy. I think Tua would definitely be a discussion.
You can make a case Bo Nix is the worst quarterback in the playoff field.
He could be.
you hate Trevor Lawrence.
I would put.
I would take.
that's a-
I would.
Pick a poison.
I would take Lawrence ahead of him personally.
I would
I think Lawrence is a better quarterback. I would rather. I would not. Maybe not much. I would
That's
rather.
a good argument,
I
Clark.
think
would
Trevor
rather-
Lawrence is really he's now become underrated.
This is what I've been saying for the last year. I think he got
I
so
would go
low on
Lawrence.
him.
I would go Lawrence.
Like a CJ Stroud. I would personally rather have Stroud. I think he's safer. I think if you I wish Stroud had the Denver offensive line. In front
I
of
think
him.
if Stroud was on Houston, they'd be much worse offensively. I'm sorry. Knicks was on Houston, they'd be much worse.
So we're assuming Aaron Rodgers is not in the playoffs because he'd be my bottom.
Yeah, I guess you can't. Yeah, I don't know who's.
I think that's in terms of like if it was for one game, like not like obviously trajectory. Like Knicks is so much younger, but if it was for a single game,
I was saying for the playoffs.
I think it's or just a playoff run. Sure,
This playoffs coming up.
I think that's.
If I get
think it's
Aaron the way he looked against the Ravens this past week, I'll take Aaron.
Yeah, I think it's close.
What
I think
about Phillip Rivers and Bo Nix? We're talking about quarterbacks in the
Sam,
playoff
I
field.
won't go there. I won't go there.
So
He's so happy Daniel Jones is hurt. You can hear like he is walking on
Speaking-
cloud
Do you
nine.
know how happy he was to say
not
the
happy.
Colts are disappointing?
He
I wish Marty was here. He would have jumped.
I
through
wish
the
Marty
glass.
was here for that.
he is so. You are so happy Daniel Jones is
Well,
hurt.
speaking of her quarterbacks, I have some news to share.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels is out this Sunday,
Yeah, I
and
saw
if
that.
I am a betting man, I would say that Jaden Daniels does not play a game the rest of
They
the
shouldn't
season.
play.
Yeah, he
him.
probably
shouldn't, right?
Probably should not.
So that is massive for the Commanders' draft hopes.
So we
They
got
probably will not win
6
the game.
on the table: Pats, Denver, Jags, Bears, Seattle, Carolina. Who we missing?
So we said number one is. Well, I think that's probably the field. I think right.
Yeah.
Number one's the Patriots.
I think I would put Patriots number
You
one.
guys all. I'll acquiesce. That's fine.
I would put Seattle number 2 personally.
I would put Chicago number 2. I have a problem with Seattle.
That's the list, though. Yeah, that's it. There's no one else in that list.
Yeah, so how do you want to decide the 5? Seattle hits 2, you think?
I just think
Seattle was like.
but Seattle, where are they?
Chicago and Carolina. I thought these were bad teams.
But Seattle, like people did not think they were going to be good. They're a Super Bowl favorite.
I don't think people knew how good the defense was going to be.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
Yeah, but I also
their
think
defense
people
is like a top 5 unit in the league, and then their offense has been incredible.
Carolina could win the division. Carolina could have a home playoff.
and Carolina was a doormat.
But Carolina's like in. I guess
They have no yeah.
It's funny because like win total,
Again, it's levels to it. They came
win
from
total
poverty.
differential is probably actually like similar. I just think Seattle to be like a team that
He's right. I think
people thought would miss the playoffs and now be like a legitimate,
If you go from-
very real threat to win the Super Bowl.
if you go from poverty to middle class, it's like wow. If you go from
Middle class.
low middle class,
Like
which
the
is
upper-
what Seattle
the
was, they
upper
were
echelon.
low middle class
To the upper echelon.
penthouse. It wows you a little bit
How
more.
about Chicago? We're ruling them out too. That's another team.
I would just put them like 3. I think what Seattle's done is more impressive considering.
I think Seattle's-
Hub said at the beginning too. Like the Bears had a roster that you could more be like, all right, like look at this roster.
Yeah.
And they did make the corrections to the offensive line. Where Seattle, there was a lot more unknown.
Seattle was getting a quarterback though. Did just have a
But
pretty good year.
Gino wasn't playing that bad that people thought there wasn't that too much of a difference. It was like, all right,
My dumbass was arguing that it was like a downgrade. Like I'm saying, like there's a lot of people like me that thought that as well.
no one was being like, Sam's here, like they're about to take a.
And also, you have to remember the last
I think they-
few games of Sam you saw were horrific.
True.
And he lost some money in those games.
He's not even the main reason. Like, it's really the defense is the reason that they're this good and this dangerous.
Chicago's one game back of Seattle.
No, but I'm saying I think they probably had slightly higher.
Saying penthouse, Chicago's right there, right below that penthouse.
But when we talk penthouse, like you think the Bears have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than Seattle?
Oh, they're deep down.
Like
the
Seattle
list.
to
That's what
me
he's
is just
saying,
a much better team, and that's why I would go.
No argument.
All
here.
facets.
No argument here.
Because honestly, if they beat the Rams, like they could end up being the 1.
Right.
That's the only thing that's hurting them is that they're basically either going to be the 1 or the 5.
Right.
There's no, and because really they'd be in a spot where,
And to
in
be-
true seeing, they'd be the 2.
So Carolina could win that division. They have 2 games up against the Bucks, but you could also make a case if they don't win those games, they're not even in the playoffs. And then where do you have
Because
that?
if they go like 8 and 9, then you're kind of like better than you thought, but still like
that's
whatever.
accurate.
All right, if we go Seattle,
As of
if
right
we go
now,
Seattle
Seattle
2, then I need Chicago and Carolina to be 3.
I don't mind
in some
I don't
order.
mind the Bears 3. I
Why
don't
not
mind
the
that at all.
Jag? Why not the well?
Actually, the
I think the Jaguars 5.
The Jags could be 3. The Bears, I would concede Bears
So,
3.
What were those preseason? What were those preseason odds on the South?
Was Houston the favorite?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
they were
Houston
probably
was
2.
the favorite, huh?
Yeah,
Jags are
big.
probably 2.
Yeah.
And it's still the South. It's like anything could still happen here. Like the
Right.
Jags will hang around.
But I don't think people thought the Jags would be like there was a lot of unknown. Like Lawrence stock was as low as it's ever been. Liam Cohen, people were like, what's going to happen with this? No one thought the defense was atrocious last year.
Right now,
And
now
they're really
good.
Probably their strong suit.
And I think even that Colts game, I get like Daniel got hurt and all that, but I think Lawrence played awesome, and I think he's been having a good season.
Yeah,
overall.
that's what's unfair to us that Jones got hurt because we wanted to win it legitimate.
Right.
Like when
But I think they kind of did win it legitimate in the sense of like they were up 2 touchdowns when he got hurt.
I know, but
was
but
it one?
even to Marty,
He was
though,
on and out.
It was
He's
already
got
starting
an
to
out.
ravel.
Marty has an out now.
no, but also
14-7?
yeah,
it's 14-7.
But no, but more so he doesn't get to
And they had the
play.
ball.
Yeah, the Colts don't get to play the rest of the way. Like I wanted the Colts at full strength because I'm also a Niners
You
guy.
wanted the
I
schedule
wanted
to prove itself actually too daunting
Yes,
for
yes,
the Colts. Of
yes.
course, I get that 100%. It's just it just sucks in general. Like we don't get
Sucks.
to play this out.
Right.
Well, it sucks for all. And also, like, it sucks. It seems like a good guy in a
Season's
contract
completely
here.
ripped away, of course.
Good for Meek though, because Meek wants him to be hurt.
Meek's happy.
Meek's happy.
Sucks for Philip Rivers because he had to just leave his wife and 11 kids, just go play
Grandchild.
football for 4 games. And
So what's our
Who's
order here?
2? Yeah, what do you want to do? Seattle 2?
I'm okay with Seattle too.
Seattle 2.
We gotta have.
I could do Carolina 3.
I'm happy with that.
See, I think I would put the Bears and Jags ahead of Carolina.
I didn't think anything about.
I didn't think. Yeah, I like Carolina.
Their
Like
defense.
no one thought anything about the Jags.
Throw away.
They're 9-4.
Carolina was
Yeah,
a
but
throwaway.
I was
throwaway.
Carolina, where I'm thinking like
Carolina was a throwaway.
Maybe that's me because I was someone that I was like Carolina was a team I was right on the sense I thought they were a team like hey like they could improve.
Did Carolina start 0-2? Am I
They
missing
started
that?
off really bad.
Yeah, their defense
Yeah,
is
Start off 1-3.
Meow Mix was canceled.
Oh yeah, that's right. They canceled the show.
All right, yeah. So,
I think it's
can we do Carolina
Funny
3?
enough, Carolina lost to Jacksonville the first game of the year, 26-10.
Carolina 3, Jacksonville 4, Chicago 5. Is that what we're doing?
I'm good with that.
All right. So
wanna
read
write
them
that
off
down,
again
Nick? You
because I
got
don't have
that?
the fucking
What's the
pen.
full list, Bosco, of our surprising teams? Go through that.
Surprising teams. Pats 1.
Oh, yep. Pats 1, Seattle 2,
Right.
Carolina 3,
Right.
Jacksonville 4, Chicago 5.
Okay.
I still think Chicago's way too low, honestly.
Or could you write that down though?
I did write it down.
Thank
I wrote
you.
down a time.
I think the Bears. It's a lot. I mean, you're splitting hairs at this point. We'll be going on forever.
Yeah, but I think it's a good argument. I think all the teams
Yeah.
we mentioned all have like a valid reason to be there. Like I'm
Yeah.
happy with the list we.
It's accurate.
Who do you think we snubbed anyone or?
No, I think we covered them all. I think everybody did a good job being like,
I guess
oh,
Denver,
them.
Denver was my 6.
Yeah, and it's
What
hard
do you
to
think is a fair 6?
Yeah. Because they were supposed to be
They were
good,
in the
yes.
playoffs last year. That's
I
why.
still think they
Yeah.
rose from high middle class, above average middle class to elite,
I agree.
which wows you, but and taking down the Chiefs, so to speak. But it's like, yeah, I get it. Denver
like
could be
every-
6. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Denver could be 6. I'm fine with that.
they just had too high expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of runner up. Knicks are playing for the NBA Cup semis now.
Semis,
Yeah, we're going to Vegas.
Semis, we're going to Vegas, baby.
Going to Vegas.
Someone did a
want the cup.
comparison of the Knicks this time last year to this time this year. Everything's better.
Yeah.
It is. It's not crazy, but it's 17-7.
Well, that was this.
I'm pretty sure since
15-9.
the Knicks in a good spot discussion, they're like 9-1.
Yeah.
That stat we
No,
saw.
the Knicks in a good spot. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
What was that? I was
bad
out
spot
that day.
being a good team. I'm saying being good right now is a tough thing to be because the Thunder are just always waiting.
It's just
to win.
the Thunder. I guess
It's just tough.
But I guess there's
And the whole West. honestly.
getting
They don't have to worry about that.
getting told by my friend Meek Phil that there was a real discussion on the show about the Knicks in a good spot was just like the
Yeah.
great.
It was in the group chat we talked about it.
No, but I think it was
I clipped
because
it
it was
out
here
on the show
first. And I
several
was like, this is
times.
insane.
Oh,
I think that is a valid thing. I think being a really good team right now is a tough.
But then you just say every single team
Every
in the
team
NBA
that's
isn't
really-
a bad, is not in a good spot besides the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I think this is a weird time. It's almost like living in the Jordan Bulls era. It's like fuck. You
Yeah,
can be
but-
really good, like the Knicks. You can be really good.
But that doesn't mean you're in a
But that doesn't
bad
mean you
spot.
turn away the
still in a good
table.
That's like saying the
spot.
Celtics were in a good spot in the 90s because you didn't have a good team. You didn't have to worry about
You
it.
need to be in the
What?
mix.
No, that's
just
different.
Ignore it.
That-
Please, my head hurts.
that's-
Ignore it. You need to be in the mix. I think the Knicks. The Knicks.
Also, like you got a team like Denver in the West, who if they make another deal, or honestly, as they are, because they gave them kind of hell last year, and they're much better this year. Like Denver could take care of.
I think
them.
Denver's better than the Knicks. I think the Knicks are in.
Denver's got to get
But
home.
What if
again,
San Antonio makes a move?
look at
If you guys get Giannis, it's
But
different.
like, look what we just saw though. Like the Pacers gave them everything
Right.
they could handle in a 7-game series. Like Halliburton got hurt, was having the game of his life for 8
That's the
minutes and
point.
got hurt.
That's
like
the point.
in a game 7, like as great as the Thunder are, and I think they're unfucking believable, and they're probably better this year. And they've had injuries.
That's the thing. I think
Insane.
they're better this year.
But still,
And also, you have
they
no
were
idea if injuries happen, and
they were elite. They won 68 games last year, and they still went to multiple game 7s in the playoffs. Like you get to a game 7, anything can happen. And that's my point. Where like as unbeatable
playoff
as
series
they are,
happened. Look at the Knicks Celtics series.
I mean, even the Nuggets were like on fumes with Aaron Gordon was playing with one leg, and they
People
were giving them
forget
everything they
the
could
Pacers were
handle.
up at halftime in Game 7.
yeah.
That's my point. Like they as much as they are like this Goliath, like you never if the Knicks can just like get to the finals, like who knows?
Do you think the Jazz were in a good spot in the '90s? Would you call that
Yes.
like?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
They were in
Even
the
though
mix.
Going to multiple finals.
Went to 2 NBA finals. They lost
They were
both
in
times.
the mix.
Yeah, you're definitely in a good.
But you
this is
think-
my point of like this. Like it almost feels like this raincoat where it's like, oh, like you can't win it all. Like you're not in a good spot.
I think if you're a franchise and you're really good, that is what their goal is try to win it all. And I think, unfortunately, there are teams that I think they're really good, but I don't think they have a
But to say a team that's
realistic
like
shot.
But to say a team that's like perennially competing is in a bad spot
So-
to me is like just
It
like
depends what you
It just
want.
doesn't make sense.
It depends what you want.
Come
too.
on, I have a different example.
But you want to win. You obviously want to win a championship. But that's my whole. It's my whole like overarching point of like it's fucking hard, and especially when you like you talk about you have a team like the Thunder who's young. It has just this insane core and is deep as I've like ever seen an NBA team. Like I just think you can't say like the Knicks or even a team like the Lakers or like or Denver or I don't know, like it's in a bad.
You want to say the Warriors are in a bad spot? I'll get there with you.
absolutely.
No doubt. Aging roster.
Sure.
Plan for the future.
Yes.
Kuminga was a fucking coach's decision to sit the other day. I'll go there, but you can't.
Oh,
say the
way worse than the Knicks. I think the Knicks are not in a good. I would say bad spot. I think the Knicks are like not. I wouldn't say bad spot. I'm saying not in a bad
They're the
spot.
favorite to win the East.
I'm saying the Knicks are in. I don't know if I'd say the Knicks are in a great spot. Maybe not in a good spot.
But now we're like nitpicking like good and great. Like,
No, I'm saying not bad though. I'm saying
well, that's what I'm like saying. They're in a bad.
if there are teams in a bad spot, the Knicks are not bad.
I don't even think that should be in a discussion. They're in a bad spot.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah, obviously not in a bad
crazy.
spot.
Radio Clips just tweeted, kick at Chris Clemmer off the fucking show. Apparently the NBA should just cancel the season. Not worth watching and playing. What a fucking clown.
That's harsh,
Okay,
but
that's what. But that's what,
his like
look how happy
his
you are.
underlying point is
Why are you so happy, Meek?
That just made me laugh.
That made you laugh because someone had a negative tweet.
Yeah.
We start reading the negative tweets about you.
I mean, I started the show talking about people eating corn
We
on the
didn't
cob
understand
the
what they were
wrong way.
saying, but like, it's,
knew what
it's
they were
odd
saying,
that it's odd that would bring you so much joy. But I do think there is something to be said for like the NBA regular season it might not be the best.
No, I don't think a lot of people care. I think if you,
I think I hate to what's this gentleman's name again? Radio Watch?
Radio
Clips?
Critic.
Radio Critic, who's always very nice to us. I hate to besmirch Radio Critic, but I think he's not. That is kind of the point. This is the NBA regular season. Maybe isn't that great.
Also, I've pointed out the Knicks they moved up to the favorites to win the conference.
we've been playing really well.
Now, is that to do with the honest stuff? Is that why?
No.
I mean,
dude,
if
the
you've
Cavs
we've
have been
been
awful.
playing really well.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
Dude, the Cavs are like the current.
Yeah, and the
eighth
Cavs
seed
have
right
not
now.
looked as good.
The Cavs are. What's going on with
There's
them?
an injury. I thought Mobley was going to take like that big.
what's it
step.
going to come down to? Basically, us and the Pistons.
I think the Cavs will be
Cavs
there.
will be in there.
I guess.
You want to talk about a fake team? Raptors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
smelled it from a mile
Nothing.
away.
There's nothing real
bummed
about
out
that.
Steve from Gloucester tried pumping them last
Gloucester.
month, and I just didn't
A
believe
team
it.
that I think is interesting, but I still think we're better. Like obviously, like the Magic, I think will be interesting.
Desmond Bane.
They're good. Like
You
they're-
watch any of that?
Yeah.
First game.
The
Holy fuck.
Magic, I do not.
Every
want
now
to
and
play
then, just because I dropped that little Desmond Bane take on everyone, I just that's a good game. I'm like,
What was the take?
I like when they first got
I
him.
love the trade.
I was like, is he maybe their best player? Obviously, Paolo, you would take
Oh.
over him.
No,
It's like,
I think Bane.
what I like doing is like, say like for example, like he gets traded, people put him as the 3, and I'm not the biggest Franz guy in the world.
Oh,
I'm also not like the craziest Paolo guy, but I respect him.
You might be in the exact same wavelength here.
Where I was like, you know what? Let me like fish a take out there that like is I'm overstepping what my real take is.
Yeah.
But let me get the people going. I was like, is Desmond Bane maybe the best player on the Magic?
I think he
But I
was-
think I'm more like saying he's like the second best and like pushing Paolo. I think he's more reliable. Paolo's too inefficient sometimes. That's what I don't like about Paolo.
Yeah.
Where do you guys see the Magic? Do you guys see the Magic as like a legitimate threat in the East?
I think they're more of a threat than the Pistons, in all honesty.
Really?
Yes.
They're fascinating because they have 3 like good players. They have some good like
The
role
Magic are
players.
good.
The Pistons have
They-
the best
they-
players.
Who's
for
been
talking
better?
the
Anthony
matchup.
Black's been better for them.
Yeah, he's been good. Like they have a solid team that's young and like and is ascending.
They play
They're
defense.
interesting.
They play physical.
Yeah.
They hit threes now.
Yeah,
They
like
didn't.
They needed Bane was the perfect fit for their
he,
team.
He really like. I know it was a ton of capital to give up, but like he really was the guy they needed.
They need a knockdown shooter who also can play defense.
Yes.
Like he fits in with them as well. They needed a guy that they can kick it to on the outside because Franz is inconsistent. Paolo just like can't shoot.
That
Really.
Miami team has played really well this year. They've upped their pace. They played. They started the game up 15-0 in that game, and it didn't matter once the Magic got going with their offense, and it was just like an avalanche.
Bane's going for 37. Like you're not beating them.
No.
But they're good. They're a good team.
Also, congrats to Bane for getting his 51K last night after being fined 35K for assaulting OG Anunoby.
Crazy.
Yeah, he said he needed the money. He was like, why'd you play so motivated? He's like, I needed the money.
He's got to get my 35 back. That actually was funny.
I remember
That's great.
Billy Joel addressed like the ticket prices at a concert one time. They were like, he's like, I'm sorry about the ticket prices. They're so high. He's like, but you guys wouldn't believe how much my car insurance is. So
That's funny.
whatever. But
He's always been able to laugh at himself. I like Billy Joel.
I think I've heard.
love Billy Joel.
That's why he's so entertaining. He kind of like practices what he's gonna say in between things.
Oh, does he?
You know what I mean? Like his little quips and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that are
yeah.
very funny. My father's favorite story was one time he was talking about the importance of Long Island to him. He was at Nassau Coliseum, and he's like, people forget. Like, he's like, Long Island's like blue collar and this and that and whatever. He's like, people forget. Like, Long Island really is like an island. He goes, the team that plays in this building is the Islanders. Some guy, like, of course. He's like, let's go Rangers. He's like, hey, asshole, I'm not talking hockey. And like the whole place like laughed at him. So he's good like that.
I like to monitor the odds on these things. What do you think the odds are for OKC to three-peat right now? They're being offered on DraftKings.
So when the Celtics were on top of theirs was 10-1. But I think that was even before that was before.
You need a lot to happen.
Season.
Yeah. 7.5, I'm going to say.
No, I was going to say 8.
It's only plus 550.
Jesus Christ.
Radio Critic right now is punching his phone.
Oh,
What? Pete?
You got to say what it is, Meek.
no! Alonso to the Orioles. 5 years, $155 million.
Can I say this real quick? Best case scenario.
Oh my
Go to Boston
God.
and go to the
my
Mets.
Wow. So much for Stevie Pockets. Broke boy Stevie can't sign anybody.
Dude,
He's getting outbid left and right for his best players.
Man.
I've laid.
I thought he just had never-ending pocket subs. I thought they were just going to sign every player till the end of time. Everyone they want. Slap a Mets jersey on them. They can't even keep their own guys.
Keep our own guys. It's a problem.
Wow.
The culture is a problem.
Wow.
It's supposed to be empty pot. It's supposed to be, if we wanted to keep guys. Now, it's either one of those things also. Now, does Stearns have his ear too much that he's saying, don't get Alonso, we'll go get this guy?
The backup was Schwarber, though. He signed yesterday.
That's an issue.
You got to get Murakami, who can't hit a curveball.
I mean,
So all jokes aside, I saw some things saying that
That hurts.
Stearns was big on wanting to only give him Alonso 3 years. Is that true?
Correct.
Is that correct?
So
Alonso's in a tough spot. Like,
you get outbid by the
what else?
Orioles,
What
too.
more do you want him to do? I know he's struggled. He's produced for us.
Oh, you know,
No more Mr. Met.
It's
He could have been Mr. Met with this
it's
contract.
fucking hard to replace 40 home runs every year. There's not many guys that do it.
No.
100%.
It's really not.
He's pretty durable too. He's healthy.
super durable.
He's healthy for the most part.
And also, like,
He plays a good first base.
He's good enough. I mean, definitely good enough.
He plays pretty good. He plays okay.
Analytics aren't as kind of lately.
I think he
Tell
plays
you what, I'm doing a Juan Soto every time he's up now. 4.
Yeah, no one to protect
let's
him.
take my chances.
I mean, now the Mets are in a situation where now you got to go get Tucker and Scooble. You
Correct.
got to make these big moves, or else.
I don't know where the Mets pivot, but I just want to say 5 years, 155 to Alonso. That's not a contract I thought he would. I didn't expect him to get. It's not a contract I would have gave out.
What does
That's
this
not
do for
Okay,
the
so let-
Right.
Owner's fucking Steve Cohen.
But
What does this do
5
for the
years,
Orioles?
he's
What does
gonna-
this do for the Orioles?
It's actually pretty.
What are the Orioles
I
building?
don't-
What are the Orioles building? Well, what are the Orioles?
The
have?
They
Orioles-
got to decide on certain guys that they want to give further contracts to, and like Adley Rutschman. I think they don't know.
This is
They
this is a
got
big year for
Basillo.
him.
Samuel was a Basillo. Is that his name?
Yeah, so they've got some core guys that they got to make decisions on, but hey, this is the first big move for the owner, right? Instead of it's
shit.
this and the bobblehead for himself last year.
yeah.
First
Damn, that hurts, man.
I'm shocked by that. I thought after Diaz left, they would make sure to get Pete. I thought he
too.
wasn't going anywhere.
So Meek, you say 155 is more than you thought he'd get. I agree, but if
I don't know if I would've done
if it
that.
said, I would. That's the thing. If it said Mets here, I'd be happy.
What is our
I'd be
lineup
happy,
right
but
now?
I'd also say
really, Meek,
that's
you wouldn't
overpay.
want him for that deal?
I'd be happy, but I would be like,
Okay,
that's
okay.
an overpay.
What
That's
is our
not a contract
lineup
that's
right
gonna
Tell
pay
you what.
well.
Here's our lineup right now.
Alvarez?
Vientos at first. Alvarez catching Vientos at first. Simeon second. Short Lindor. Third at Beatty. And our outfield right now is McNeil, Taylor, and Soto.
That's the other thing. You would think.
No, we're still
like,
going to
if
make moves.
Pete-
That's not going to be the
Yeah.
final.
Pete, right, but if
Like-
Pete was going to walk,
By the way, our DH right now, Ronnie Mauricio.
what they kept saying was Vientos was going to be a star. Like Vientos took a dip back last year, obviously.
step back.
So whatever. It's back to the fucking.
Here's why also I don't.
What the fuck?
The O's getting him their pitching's still way.
That's what I mean. Like, he's not going to win anything in Baltimore.
no, that's why for me it's he's the AL East, fine. Boston was a problem.
That
with him.
ballpark in Baltimore is also not fit for him either.
No, they moved the fences in, but he would have peppered the monster.
No, the monster, yeah.
It would've-
Why do you say he won't? They could win in Baltimore.
But pitching's the way bigger issue
Yeah.
for them than hitting.
I agree. They also made that deal. That offense, though. Just
Now,
remember,
I will
they got Taylor Ward.
Oh, how could we
Yeah,
forget?
Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Don't say that. He had
that's
fucking
not-
30 home runs last
They
year.
need pitch. They need.
But I know, but think about that lineup now.
Now let's see if they turn around and go get Mackenzie Gore or Edward Cabrera.
Yeah.
Right.
They're two guys that
They're-
have been linked
yes.
to them. So if they get one of those guys, then okay, I'll listen to Baltimore. a
They
little
need
bit.
both because now remember they don't have Grayson anymore.
They need maybe 3 guys.
But that lineup,
Start with one
and you
for me.
guys are being shitty because this is what you guys do. You're both shitty people.
Oh.
The Taylor Ward thing, that is a legitimate guy in that lineup. And now Pete Alonso, that lineup is very legitimate.
He's a nice
Gunnar Henderson?
player. Pete is a difference maker for them.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the Orioles. They're definitely going to be better. I mean, they were good the second half
They
of the
can't
season.
be worse than they were.
Right.
They were good the second half of the
like,
season.
They were.
They'll be solid.
They had the
I'm
year.
not.
They had the year from hell, but they need, if they're going to be better, similar to like the Bengals. We're going to compare it that way. Like they need to improve the
Right.
pitching.
But wouldn't you say they could win if they start hot? Because Minnesota,
You're such a
Texas,
You're such a
at Pittsburgh, Chicago, and San Francisco, Arizona, Cleveland get you through April. Kansas City, like these are some bad teams that get you through April.
If
So
I
we'll
would have
see.
told you Alonso would get more money than Schwarber, would you have been surprised by that? 'Cause I think Schwarber's a better player.
Yeah, I think Schwarber.
The only thing is Schwarber's just older.
He's older, and he
that's-
doesn't. There's
You know, Boris used that as the baseline, probably.
Schwarber's a
to
full blown
Baltimore.
DH.
Yeah.
Schwarber's a full blown DH.
Oh, no, I know. I saw him play the field a couple years ago.
They'll stick him in the outfield like here and there.
You don't want to do that. It's ugly.
It's almost like that should be a night. It's Kyle Schwarber in the outfield night. Like, you know what I mean?
They just
It's
stick him in
it's-
right field
Yeah,
and
it's like a
pray.
spectacle. All
It
right.
sucks, but at the same time, it's like when you have a collapse like the Mets, you're going to start blowing up the roster.
Okay, fine.
I don't know what the pivots are.
I guess, but you need to replace those people.
I don't know what the pivots are, and I think
We just
Alonso-
lost 2 of the.
Alonso's easier to replace than Diaz.
This has been a horrible 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Diaz and Alonso. Alonso, by the way, don't forget, is the all-time leader in home runs for the Mets. All time.
That meant a lot to
and Juan
Frank.
Soto will pass in
Frank
5
was sad
years.
that Frank was sad about that.
And Diaz, you could argue, is the best closer in Mets history.
Yes, Diaz could have passed Franco if he stayed.
Is Frank here?
I feel like we would have heard him.
I would
So
smell
too.
A lot of people are going to say
smell smoke.
pray for the tank right now. I'm praying for Jenks.
Yeah.
Jenks,
yeah.
Jenks is who I think about in these moments now, not even more than Frank. Like Jenks sees that, and his heart just his he got a pit in his stomach.
I'm
He
not
gets that
surprised it
alert.
happened this quickly just because of Schwarber signing yesterday.
No, I'm not either. I thought it would be. I thought
He
it'd be-
didn't want to drag it out.
I
this
thought it'd be a
long,
different
man.
way. I thought it was coming here. I thought Diaz and Alonso were coming back.
We had the same idea when we saw Orioles match the Phillies offer.
This
what it could've
sucks.
I really thought he was going to Boston.
I thought that too.
I thought it was going to happen last night.
So now you could. No, don't forget too. You know, I know Nimmo. We've now lost 3 of the biggest faces in this franchise. You know, like really, like Nimmo's been around since 2016.
Yeah, it's a culture problem.
Nimmo,
I don't know what's going on? But
Alonso, Diaz, all gone.
does Lindor have too much like rope? Is that what's going on?
There was that report that like your clubhouse is kind of a joke.
Yeah, and you know what?
Joke in what sense?
Like it's a mess.
I'm gonna need some rope.
Start bringing in new players.
Uh,
Blow up the court at 1-0.
Bring in Framber. He's a pal.
How much do you think Tucker's going to get? Four? Is he going to get
I
4?
don't know what that like.
He
It's
got
going to
150.
depend who signs first.
4 just seems like a lot to me.
4
He
is
is,
a lot.
he is on the younger side.
Oh, I
so
think-
like,
But now you have desperate teams. Like the Mets are desperate. You could
That's the thing
argue.
I don't like about this.
You could argue
Very.
some other teams are desperate.
Yeah, but also
have
Stearns
a-
doesn't work desperately.
have over $1 billion.
that's
in
out
his
of-
We
salary.
better start.
But that's out of his comfort zone. Is desperate.
Jesus.
Hey, by the way, Jets too. Just quick news: Taylor and Fields are not practicing. Brady Cook's getting the reps.
The
That's
Mets had
all
some
right.
interest
It's a
in
good thing.
bringing
That's a good thing.
Alonso
That makes me
back,
happy.
but we're not comfortable going to length and figures ended up in this deal.
I want to know what you stopped at.
Okay, yeah.
So what does this mean, Phil? You tweet.
like the
Phil, you said honestly, best case scenario for the Band-Aid getting ripped off. I don't
The
understand.
fact that you went to Baltimore and the fact that it's a contract like that. It's not like the Diaz where it's like it was over $3 million. This is just I feel like the Mets just didn't want to pay a contract like that.
I don't mind paying
Doesn't
that.
bother you?
I don't think that contract
It bothers
ages
me.
well.
I'm sure.
I don't think Alonso's contract age well. I
With
think in
Schwarber
Baltimore,
off the board,
with Schwarber off the board, yes, it hurts more. That's not a good contract.
Do I start like hating Stearns now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I have a hard time blaming Cohen because he spends the money, but is he like
And you
what
know
is
what?
happening?
Like,
Like
get the Band-Aid ripped off now.
I need
Don't
to
drag it
understand
out.
what's happening. Like, what is the plan?
Basically, you have to like make the big splash now.
Splash is. Ev.
But yeah, no, fair. Splash is. I don't know. I just think Meek. I think from the perspective of like obviously Yankees fan used to throwing money around. Now you're supposed to be in that similar spot. There's no salary cap. Fuck the nickel and diming shit.
Right.
But
It's
it's
not
not the money; it's the years.
But even fuck that.
don't care.
Who
And
cares?
if he falls off next
But, like,
year, or
who
whenever
get-
that
but if-
starts,
if
then
you're
you're stuck
really-
with a bad
Why
record.
would he? He hits 40. I know his average on base has
You always
dropped off a
say
little
that
bit.
when
but
guys get old, they start falling off.
they
quick.
do, he's
Also-
not old.
But
He's
if you're really
31 years
old is
old.
he?
31.
That's not old.
So he's gonna be 36 when the contract's up.
Kind of when you want to get out of a deal anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Prince Fielder
He
fell
led
off
the league in
31.
doubles last year.
Fielder is your example.
All right.
I mean, he had.
I just think when your money bags like fuck
I
the
agree.
fifth.
That's
like,
what I was saying.
How are we gonna replace 80 extra base hits?
Here's
next
another thing too. Cohen is like, he knows what that fan base
No,
wants. Like,
that's the thing that's tougher to replace.
I thought he would overpay because he knows how much he means to the fan
Exactly.
base. Instead, he goes,
I mean,
But even deeper than that, it's just overpaying for just like I want good player on my team.
No shit.
that's how it works,
You,
too.
that's you pay the extra year. The whole point of that, like Harper, everyone that gets these big deals, and this obviously isn't like one of these like 13-year deals, but still, you throw the extra year on to make sure he's on your team.
Give Diaz 4 years. Give Alonso 5 years.
You cross
I have
that
no
bridge.
problem
You
with
cross that bridge when you get there. If he stinks when he's 35, you cross that bridge then.
Diaz, I don't think it was about any. He
Diaz,
just
I think he's
he
wanted
just
to
wanted
leave.
to
He
leave.
wanted
If we
Probably.
give him
Pete,
if we give
this
him
is for
480, he stays.
I don't know.
If you give him the extra year, he stays. And Pete, we give him 5 years. I have no problem doing that. I thought that was the whole idea.
I don't like that contract.
All right.
So then we're just going to be this team with good contracts that win 74 games.
Who's your first baseman in the minors? Ready to come
Ryan
up?
Clifford.
Love him.
I think Eugenio Suarez probably got a target now
But Boston's gonna want him too.
Now
I know.
he's old.
on a shorter term deal.
Oh, this fucking
Stop.
sucks, man.
It sucks.
It sucks, but
I got a guest waiting on house call, so I got to do house call real quick. Jimmy V was fucking unbelievable. last night.
Yo, great games. Oh my god.
there are no
Awesome.
By the
opt-outs
way,
in Alonso's deal.
The true arrival of DeBanza feels like
Dude, he's the number one pick in my opinion.
the-
I know it's probably better people who aren't here today. DeBance's got Durant.
the
Dude, he's insane.
the-
He's so good.
he's
I
so
said it.
polished. It's ridiculous how
And I wasn't going out on a limb, but Peterson right now is still 1. I think DeBance's 2 or 3.
Answer should be one.
I take
DeBanza
DeBanza.
should be one.
I take DeBanza. He just got
Also, the way he can pat, like he makes the right play.
He looks like it's an NBA. He looks like an NBA player just playing in
He
college.
can play in the NBA now.
100%.
He's got the
He's like-
body.
you
He's
just-
got the demeanor. He's like, yeah.
Dude,
It's,
that fucking dunk,
Dude,
that
oh
he
my
had coming
God.
through.
Bro, Hubs, we were sitting behind the basket that the entire time they were like, the basket's broken. They leveled it. They spent 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the basket throughout the entire game. There were just massive dunks all night. They ran the lob play twice. He had a breakaway dunk. They had another dunk. Like it was.
He was
just
throwing the lobs too. Like he's just-
unreal.
He
dude.
does everything.
It was
He literally can do everything.
unreal,
on that.
the
That was
dunks on that.
A true arrival of like a
yeah.
really, really, really good
He
year.
scored more points than Clemson did in the second half.
Second half. Michigan's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And he had like 5 or 6 assists in the second half.
I don't know how Clemson ended up covering. Thank God they covered.
I would have
was
been
almost a
devastated.
disaster.
I gave up.
Yeah, in terms of picks, I just got Utah Valley minus 11.5 tonight. Hubs.
Shit.
I'm on Spurs plus 7.
Not a great college basketball.
Wisconsin
slate.
plus 1.5, and I'll take the Spurs because I just have them in the NBA Cup futures plus 4,000, but I don't feel good about it anymore. But they're plus 7.5.
Clemmer.
Spurs plus 7.5.
Ev.
Right now, the only thing I've locked in is Purdue minus 20. I think they roll Minnesota after the bad loss.
I think Houston can win by more than
What other first basemen are you
41,
available?
by the way.
Murakami. You gotta
Meek.
get the Japanese guy.
Pick, close us out.
LeBron 20 plus, 25 plus.
Yeah, LeBron.
All right.
So they said Pete highest AAV for first baseman ever.
Love it.
He was 11th in MVP voting last year. He's a good fucking player.
MVP voting.
What does that even mean? What the fuck are you talking about?